I'm live. God, I look so goddamn creepy in this lighting. I don't know. Watching Jason Christ. It's too bright. He's dancing to crappy music. Whatever. Have to watch that later. Yo, Cupie. Or shall I say the Cupie app, which is always first and on everybody's stream. Thank you for showing. Oops. Yeah, sorry I'm a little out of sorts. Not ready, but yeah, I was trying to get some music on my, not iPod thing, whatever it's called. It's called a Fio or something. It's like an iPod, but better. And I don't know, for some reason it's taken forever to load some music onto it. I don't know if the thing's fucked up or what, but looks like we're not going to have too much music tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, so I got a couple things to show you. So I just started, after listening to MA's stream, I was thinking about other like old Nintendo games, and you know, trying to remember. First of all, I have to find a list of all the Mandela effects that have to do with, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Like sites, important sites where, like say the pyramids, because that's what I have, where things like that have changed. Because, well, that was the only one that came to mind, was the pyramid. So a game popped into my head that I remember there being one, and it's this game called Mighty Bomb Jack. I'm going to show you a picture in a second. I just want to get the chat up so you can see who the hell is here. Thought I saw Lynn's pop up, so that's a good thing. Oh wow, we got a lot. Okay. We got the Cupes, we got the Lyns, we got the Misty, and the Ashley, and the Rockbiter, and that's it. Okay. So, yeah, Mario 2 is fucking, I'm sorry, Mario. Gotta speak like the asshole Orions. Oh, and River's in. Hello, River. Yeah, Mario 2 is awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you a picture real quick. It's the same one as in the thumbnail, but it's very interesting, and I was like, ooh, this has got to be some kind of weird thing. Hold on one moment. Okay, so the first one I saw was this. This is for when you beat the game Mighty Bomb Jack. The top of the pyramid crumbles off, and it's basically the way I remember them looking. Not oh shit, hold on, I gotta turn on the brightness again. Think I would have learned by now. Nope. Okay. This is basically what I remember the pyramids being, but not quite as big of a platform. Oh my god, why is it still bright? I think it might have to do with this light. Nope, not really. Okay, well, let's see if I can do that again. No. What is going on here? Always something. Oh, it turned itself up for some reason. That was weird. Let's try this again. Okay. That is basically the pyramid I remember. And it's getting brighter again. I don't understand why, but whatever. Alright, you saw it. But there's like text above this, and it says, "The Curse of Beelzebub." Nintendo games were notorious for spelling everything wrong. But I'm assuming that's supposed to be Beelzebub, has been solved, and peace has again come to the world. I wonder what the capstone has to do with that, or, you know, with anything really, in real life. Real life. But I just thought that was really weird that at the end, I mean, I would show you the video, but, you know, this thing's like turning the brightness up. I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, it shows the pyramid with the capstone. The little character comes out, it starts crumbling off, and then he goes into the top of the pyramid. But that's like the worst ending of the game. If you, I don't even know what you have to do to get the better ending, but the better ending, it destroys the whole, hold on, destroys the whole pyramid, and you know, it just crumbles to bits. So, I don't know, just something to think about, I suppose. Or ignore it and go on with your day. That's what I would suggest. And then I found the other one that popped into my head was there's a game called Bionic Commando, and you basically shoot Hitler in the face at the end, and his head blows up. And I thought I was gonna find the tiny mustache, but it's basically the bushy one that he has now. But I'll show you pictures anyway. And I actually think this is the way it always was, but I'm not positive. If anybody remembers that game, you could tell me. It basically covered, you know, the whole bottom of his nose there. And I'll show you the whole sequence of his head blowing up. It's pretty gruesome for the 80s. And I guess that was it. I thought I took more than that. Oh, yeah, there's one more. This one's funny. His teeth are all flying all over the place. And I'm sure you can't see that because it's too goddamn bright. Oh well, what are you gonna do? And what else we got? We got this from a game called Rampage, which is basically King Kong. You play as big lizard, monkey, and what's depicted as today. It's got you know, another little sliver coming off. Alaska is a lot bigger here than it used to be, I'll tell you that much. And definitely farther up, and I think a little more left. And Canada's bigger too, to me. What the fuck else was I gonna say? I guess nothing of importance. And then I was thinking about this. I never played the game, but I for some reason had the poster of this at one point. It's called Aerobiz. You it's like SimCity, but you run a I guess airplane business. And I don't know if you can make out that plane. Hold on, let me see if I can turn this down again, this motherfucker. Alright, let's not do that again. Okay, I'll have to be quick. Now check out the wings on that. It's getting bright again. Motherfucker! But you can see there's no tips. Not dick tips. Tips on, you know, the wings. There's none on this plane at all. It's hard to make out the engines that, you know, if they're coming out from beneath the wing, but it doesn't really look like they are. It looks like they're directly under it. But yeah, perspective and all. Who knows? Yeah. I don't think there's anything else in this that's worth looking at. There's something written on his coffee mug. Too blurry to see. There is the Empire State Building, no S. In the back, I think that's it, in the background over here behind his shoulder. But again, it's like, you really can't make much of it out. I think that's the Empire State Building anyway. Does that look different? I know that a lot of people have said that's changed. It's got the Eiffel Tower in the way background. You can't make that shit out though at all, so I'm not even gonna bother showing you that. Burp. Pardon me. I briefly looked into jousting, but I really didn't get much time at all on that. Not that I knew anything about it beforehand, but a couple things did stand out to me as being odd that, like, I think I might have remembered. One is the shields. I just remember regular shields when they were like when they were jousting. And they have these weird little divots in the side where you would put that lance thingy. Again, I can't say for sure, but I know I've never seen it before. Let's see what else. This is just one picture of armor, and there's like a weird little thing on the motherfucker with this goddamn, pardon my French, getting really annoyed with this the light. Maybe I can turn this on. I think I have to like do a setting that doesn't make it turn back up. Yeah, there's like a thing near the boobie. Yeah, right over here. And it's like a little cone thing. Alright, this is gonna drive me fucking nuts. Give me a second and I'll try to fix this. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but alright, let's see. It doesn't look like there is a setting for that. That's annoying. Whatever. Let's try this again. Alright. There you go. It's getting brighter again. You know, suicide looks more and more like the answer every day. I found it kind of odd that they're, I'll try to show it again. the like the neck, it's like you can't move. You can't move it, and that would seem very annoying if you're, you know, fighting for your life and everything, and you can't move your neck. That was another thing that was out of place for me. Is I'm seeing a lot of with the jousting, the lance is going through the freaking face a lot, and I never saw that before. Whenever, you know, seeing that kind of stuff, it would, you know, they'd aim for the chest all the time, as if not to kill you, I guess. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. I'm just saying it seems a little more violent than usual to me. Yeah, again with the neck here, can't move. I mean, I would think you'd not want such heavy armor, number one. Number two, maybe be able to move your neck a little bit if the thing's coming right for your face, so you can get out of the way. I was gonna, you know, this will only take me a second actually. I'm gonna show a picture of what I remember the armor to be like for pretty much all knights or whatever, and they all had a pretty much open face that, you know, flipped up. And there's a video game. All my knowledge comes from video games. The game is called Ghosts and Goblins. Very fun game. And your character has one of these suits of armor. And I think that actually the face mask just came down to over here, and the eyes were exposed quite a bit. Doesn't really mean anything. Like I said, I don't know anything about it. It's just a thing. Alright, here's a crappy picture of it. Oh, for the love of Pete. Never mind, I gotta find a different one. Come on. Alright, here's one. Alright. Hopefully you can make this out. His name is Sir Arthur, and he's a handsome lad. Looks like Rockbiter. Different color beard. But yeah. Back to chat. See what you suckers are saying. Okay. Oh, and in case some of you didn't notice, I did change my name to Scotty Baylo to make everyone happy. You know what they say, when in Rome. I still don't know what that means. Yeah, I just figure it doesn't really matter to me, and everybody calls me Scotty anyway. But the question is, does that cause what's the word? Cause paradox, a paradox in the space-time continuum? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Now, did the other asshole of me have to go change his name to Scott Baylo in another reality because they were all calling him Scott? That's what I want to know. Ooh, wait. Rockbiter says, just had the capstone back last week. Wow. That's weird. I did not. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't see it, but I'm wondering if that's something that just you saw because you were in a separate place than some of us. It's very hard to know how this whole thing works. All I know is that, for the most part, all you guys seem exactly the same to me, um, with the exception of Rockbiter putting up videos out of nowhere, and your name's changing here and there. I don't notice any difference in your personalities from what I can tell. So that's a good thing, at least, because, I'm afraid that one of these days we're going to get an asshole version of, like Scott or MA or any of yous, really. That'd be really shitty. I mean, I brought this up before, but I did notice that guy, the real Slim Brady. His personality is so different from only, not even a month ago. And I'm not gonna badmouth him or nothing. I'm just gonna say it's different. It's very different. If you know who that is, you should watch some of his latest videos, and you'll probably see it. Let's see. Texas is all messed up. I'm assuming you're talking about that video game thing I showed. Yeah, it did look a little odd to me too, and the lakes look different. The Great Lakes look different. God is 4 winds says Alaska is gargantuan. It is. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Oh, Andrew, you with your tickling of back doors. You want to come over? You want to tickle your back door? Wait, River says, me either, don't have Bible, but noticed this last week when I looked up capstone. So I guess you're not the only one there, Rockbiter. I had I forget the guy's channel. It's not someone I watch often at all, but for some reason I was drawn to one of his videos, and it was very good, actually. Grand Supreme, maybe? I think his name is Grand Supreme. And in the comments of that video, somebody was from New Jersey, and they were saying that New Jersey, like, on the map looked like totally different for them. But I looked and I saw it, and it looks the same to me. I'll just bring this up for reference. Hold on 1 second. So, if any of you want to keep an eye on New Jersey, what's the word? My description of it, of how it looks and has always looked to me, might help you notice if it changes. Alright, so this is what New Jersey looks like and has always... Let me turn down the brightness again, for the love of Pete. Alright, that's what it looks like and always looks like, or always has looked like to me. Basically, when I saw, or I don't know, I guess all my life, what it looks like to me is a postman with like a hook nose and a beer gut. So, that's, maybe that will help. I don't know. But yeah, I don't notice anything very different about that. Dick tips. I get really creeped out when people walk by. Somebody just walked by. Yeah. QB says, I wanted to play that. Play what? I missed something, I think. Oh, nice. River says Zelda's the last game that she played. I love that game. The new ones are not very fun for me. I got the new one on the Nintendo Switch, and I don't think I've ever not if I play a Zelda game, I play it to the end usually. This one I played for an hour. But again, this is after the effect happened, so I've pretty much lost all desire to play video games. Every once in a while I get it, but not often at all. And yeah, I put it down after an hour, and it's just not the same. The first ones were so good. Oh, Martha's here. Hello, Martha. Um, the first one was amazing because um, I don't know if it's because the technology was just crappy or what, but there was like no storyline really. There's like a very little bit of text. Um, they drop you in the game and you just go, and like that's neat for me just because you kind of gotta like use your imagination to like make up what the story is for you as you're playing it. And I mean, the graphics were crap, but it was all about how fun it was. But now, like every game, not just Zelda games, they hold your hand through the whole fucking thing, and you can't like in the first Zelda you could explore and like you can like break the sequence of where you're supposed to go at any given time. You can go to the last level from the start of the game pretty much, and you can't do that with the newer ones. They like you have to get certain things to make it beyond the the barriers that they put up, and it's just shitty, and the story is just mind-numbingly boring and dumb, and and they always like there's always a cutscene somewhere to take you out of playing the game. It's so boring. Anyway. So many dick tips. I love it. Um, okay, Rockbiter says, wow, no shields, way different. No shields at all, really? Huh. I don't know. I seem to remember shields, but what else? My version of reality is right, Rockbiter. You should know that by now. Thin metal mohawk on the knight's helmet. Yeah. Definitely, at least for some. I remember that. In fact, that game, Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts, the sequel, has that with the mohawk thing. Forearms are too thin too, missing plates. Interesting. Scapegoat Skunk says, the other me keeps moving my stuff. I was going to have to get her to start writing me notes about where she put stuff. Whether you're joking or not, I think that happens. Because I mean, I don't really watch Bluebeard that much, but I could swear he talked about that at one point. Either that or I'm mixing it up with the John Teeter story. Jack, stop it. What did I do? I will stop it if I know what I did. It works. We are seeing... Oh, okay. Getting a bit tired. Oh. Don't get tired, Rockbiter. Not right neck area. Oh, good. Yeah, the mouth part used to lift over the top. Adam left fence, or lettuce. Dark Wolf's Den. Hello. Yo, Baylo. Hey, everyone. Mesh area. Yes, river. You're talking about like in between the arms, I think, right? And like there's like, what is it? A chainmail, right? That goes on underneath. Oh, yep. Rockbiter says, yes, chainmail all seems gone. Very interesting. I didn't even pick up on it. Goddess Forewinds, I know Ghosts and Goblins. Nice. I miss the fun of old games. But that's the thing, like you can't really go back and play them now because number one, they're too hard, and there's not really any excitement once you've already beat most. Some games you can play over and over again, like Dr. Mario and Tetris, stuff like that, but not like adventure games for the most part. It's just like that. That's the first time I've been called Darky in years. Rockbiter says, yeah, that looks like the bullshit armor the female blacksmith made in A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. I never saw that, but, interesting. I don't think I'm gonna watch it, because, that looks like a real shitty movie. Do they make good movies anymore? I doubt it. I'm sorry, I know this is boring. I'll be done in a second. I just want to get to the bottom. And I think, I probably could have had it ready for tonight too, but I think starting tomorrow I'll be able to have anybody on. Cause I haven't given it a test run to make sure it works, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. So River, or if you can do it tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then whenever you're ready, if you want to come on, we'll have you on. I'm gonna try to have Sharky on too. I told him, he called me last night and he was telling me a very, very interesting story about a dream he had, and then when I guess he woke up and started writing stuff down, and he was like, I don't really know why I wrote these things down, but they were very, like, significant things, and I'll just leave it there because I don't want to tell his story. But and I told him to make a video about it, so if he doesn't make the video, he can just tell it on the stream, or if he makes a video of it, I'll put a link to it, because it was fucking cool. Very, very weird. Hold on. I always miss your fucking streams, Andrew. I mean, every once in a while I catch you live, but yeah, it gets hard to especially when it's at times when I'm sleeping. And Dark Wolf, I don't think I've even watched any of your videos yet. I know I have your channel, or I think I do. I'll have to, you know what, let me see. That's why I didn't. Okay, I got you now. Alrighty. That's weird too, because well, it's actually not surprising, because I get unsubscribed to people for no reason a lot. And in fact, Rockbiter happened to your channel. And because whenever I'm on anybody else's stream, and like it's anybody that I talk to or whatever, I'll click on their thing and subscribe to anybody, really. But I did do some weeding a couple days ago, and I think I deleted like 300 subscriptions. It was a lot, and the only things I kept were you guys and a couple chimp channels. Big surprise. Oh, Aerobiz. That game looks. I mean, I don't like those sim games, so look boring to me, but whatevs. Oh, Andrew, you were a gamer too before you changed to a different person? Yeah, it's annoying when you lose. I'm actually starting to get my passion for music back, thank God, because that really upset me. I think it was damn near a year before I started playing guitar again, and I used to play every day. But whatever. That fucking song is driving me nuts too. I was so close to being done, but then I had to do a little. I could never leave well enough alone. I wasn't happy enough with the lyrics, so I had to take some shit out. Now I gotta write new lyrics for some of it again, and that ending is gonna take forever. But whatever. Oh wow, Rockbiter, no TV, no games 11 years ago. Wow. What do you do to pass the time? Oh yeah, air guns. Exactly, Adam. Seems pointless gaming now when we might be in one already. And I think we are. Burp. But they were still fun. I don't know if, Adam, you saw the one stream I was talking about, like the absurdity of playing video games if we're in a video game. And there's a game called Animal Crossing. I'm sure if you know games, you know of it, where you basically live a life of this little character. Like you get a house, you have to decorate it. It's like The Sims, I guess, but in that game you can get a Nintendo and play Nintendo games in the game. So it's like we're in a game, playing a game in a game, playing that game in another game. That's how much farther can you go down? It's insanity. Shit, what did I do? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'd play you some music while I'm reading, but things loading up. I actually do have a few things to talk about, I think. I'll get back. I'll start. Wait, somebody said something. You like indie games, right? Yes, I do. Did you ever play Everyone Has Gone to the Rapture? No, but I did hear of it, and I want to. You know what? I'll just watch one of those Let's Plays so I don't have to play it, because it doesn't look like the kind of game I'd like, but I'd like to know what the story is and all that. Okay. Number 1. Rain was talking about, and I think it was today's live stream, something about scratches on her back that she doesn't know where they came from. And I totally forgot all about this. They're not so much scratches on my back, but they're like, say, they're red marks that look like scratches, and they don't go away. They've been there for years. I'm assuming they're still there. It's been a couple of years since I've checked, but it looks like Freddy Krueger went down my back, with like 4 lines, Does anybody else have that? Or any kind of similar weird scratches on their back that they don't know where they're from? Just want to give props to Robert Wood, sorry. His stream last night was it was really good, and it was like exciting. There was all sorts of he was interrogating people. Actually, God, as you were on, I think he nailed you on that. But like it was uncomfortable but exciting. The way he was just like he's trying to get people to come out and like make videos basically, and it was like watching Jurassic Park when the dude is hunting what are those, raptors or something, and the one flanks him from the left. He goes, "Clever girl." It makes no sense what I'm talking about, but while he's like yelling at people through the live stream, rationally comes out of nowhere and deletes people. I don't know, it was funny. Not funny for the people involved, I'm sure, but yeah. Yeah, alright, chimps. I've only really been obsessed with chimps for like the last, say, 2 years. So all I know of them is from this place, or not the old place, whatever place, however many new places we've been to. All I know is from that. But I seem to have some kind of memory of them not being as big as they are. If anybody knows of chimps from the old world, if I were to put like a size comparison, I would say that the adult chimps were no bigger than what a 4 or 5 year old chimp is now, which is not all that big. Um, but the adult chimps now are like just about as big as a gorilla. Um, is that just something I'm making up or what? Um, I'd like to know if you have any info. Hmm. Oh wait. And oh yeah, and that kind of brought me to think that if there's like a size difference, that could be part of the connection with the whole uh, the Jane Goodall Diane Fossey thing. I don't know if Skookums is here, but uh, I was just on Robert Wood's stream. I was saying about how Jane Goodall used to be the gorilla lady. I'm sure most of you already know this, but I'm just saying. Um, Jane Goodall used to be the gorilla lady that died. The Gorillas in the Mist movie was about her in the place that I came from. And I had never heard of Diane Fossey. Not that I was like big into gorillas or chimps or anything, but that's who I knew it was. She was the dead gorilla lady. And I'm wondering if that's kind of like the the way to explain away how people could mix that up. Um, Chimps are bigger now. Oh, well, you just thought that because chimps are like gorillas. Or whatever fucking nonsense they come up with. But yeah, Skookums didn't know about that effect, and she thought I was joking around or something. Um, mm, okay. Oh, alright. I don't want to read what I wrote, but this has to do with like changes in general. Um, let me just read what I wrote real quick. Okay, maybe I'll just read it later. So I was watching the Kids in the Hall. If you've never seen that, watch it. It's so funny. The first couple seasons, anyway. I think they only did 5 seasons. I think it ran from 90 to 95, I want to say. And back then there wasn't really that much to watch. There wasn't like thousands of channels or anything. So I would like tape those shows and like watch them a ridiculous amount of times. A couple movies too, but I'll get into that another time. Why am I? Wow, I have a cigarette and I'm trying to light a new one. Whatever. Um, so yeah, I would watch and rewatch Kids in the Hall and other shows all the time. And so I watched a little bit of the first season, um, I guess 2 nights ago with my girl, and I remember like I don't have that great of a memory, but like I remember specific scenes, like you know when one of the actors would like look at the camera when they were not supposed to, the background, the music, and all that stuff. And from what I could see, nothing changed at all. And if we were really like say going to different realities and like you would think that like even like the littlest things, like everything should be as different to us as like say the Star Wars movies, how much they've changed. Like I don't know if you guys ever saw one of MA's earliest videos where he was pointing out a whole bunch of changes in Star Wars. I was never a big Star Wars fan, so I couldn't say either way. But don't you think we should see like everything should be totally uh, like alien to us? Like every show should have many differences, but like camera angles are the same. You know the way they enunciate words, like it's like everything is exactly the same as I remember it, and it shouldn't be that way. You would think. Um, I don't know. I don't even know what the point was with this, but I just found it odd. Uh, yeah. guess... Oh, wait, hold on. That's pretty much everything I just said. Oh, okay. And speaking of the kids in the hall, about a week ago... No, this is a couple weeks ago now. I'd written to MA in his stream, like, I said, you should take a break or something like that, you work too hard, and he said, no rest for the wicked, and then a couple of us started talking about, like I knew it as no rest for the weary. I'd never heard wicked, but, alright, so I guess I totally just fucked myself for what I'm about to say, because in maybe a later season of the Kids in the Hall, they said it twice in one episode, no rest for the wicked, and I'd never heard that phrase before. For me, it's always been no rest for the weary. Does anybody else know what the hell I'm talking about? Like, does anybody know of the wicked versus weary, or the other way around? Did they only know it as weary, or only know it as wicked, or whatever the fuck? Why do I ramble like this? I don't know. Yeah. I better check to see what the fuck your answers are, huh? How about that? Okay, let's see. Goddess knows it as no rest for the wicked. Wait, let me go up to see if I missed anybody else saying it. Okay. Alright, yeah. Goddess says no rest for the wicked. Adam Lettuce says no rest for the wicked. River Swept says wicked. Damn, everybody. I'm an asshole, huh? Joner or Joner Games, whichever you prefer, says wicked also. Wicked for Korrie. God damn it, doesn't anybody have the same shitty memories as me? Brandon says wicked, or wicked. Oh wait, QP, thank you, says weary. Everybody else get the fuck out. Unsubscribe. It's more American. Could be, huh? Block QP. Korrie says, I've heard weary though before. Martha remembers weary. Maybe it is just but wait a minute, River's American. And then he said, I have heard both. The wicked is British. British are wicked, I think you're supposed to say. Oh. Interesting. Rockbiter, I will check that out. Not right now. Or should I do it now? Or you could put a link to it if you want. I don't know. Unless it's something you want to keep private between us. Darkwolf says wicked. Brandon says wicked. Scapegoat Skunk says I know both. Wicked being a newer saying, and these from something. What? Weary verses usually were about comfort. Okay, gotcha. Patrick says weary. Vanessa, Texas, hello. Why do you only have one N in your name, Vanessa? That's not right. You're supposed to have two N's. That's about Vanessa VA, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Lynn's V says, no rest for the wicked. Money don't come for free. Song lyrics. Oh, okay. Johnner says, we have a similar saying in Sweden, evil blood vanishes not so easily. Andrus is wicked. Cupie, looks like you and I are gonna have to start our own island off somewhere together. Nobody likes us here anymore. Bye, Martha, if you're not gone already. I guess that's the end of that. Yep, okay. Now I gotta go back up because I know I asked other questions and shit. Now this is what I don't like. Now, if you go away and come back to the video, the chat only starts from that section down, so I might have missed something. Let me see if I can get back. Oh, wait a minute. Patrick says, I remember about 20 years ago, a college girl put some major scratches down my back. Holy shit, that hurt. There's some back scratches, alright. I see a white little scar on top of my right little finger, but I don't remember getting it all. We're talking about backs here, Cupie. Save the fingers for later, please. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. Oh, and hello monkey dick to Korrie. Sorry, I forgot. Ah, shit. It's Korrie, Jade. Locked door. Oh, by the way, when I was doing that last night, my neighbor was definitely right outside and probably thinks I'm completely insane. She would not be wrong. Cupie, about I'm assuming you're talking about when I was talking about chimps being big. They're just about as big as a gorilla, yeah. Well, that might be a bit of a stretch. But they're big. They're pretty big. Depends on the gorilla, I suppose. Some chimps are pretty fucking huge. Okay, Rockbiter says no, chimps are huge here. Okay, that's one. I'm glad to hear that. The orangutan, which I do not, what's the word I'm looking for? Shit. I do not consent to using the word orangutan. It is orangutan for me, and will always be. Fuck off, orangutan. Can you tell a word to fuck off? I just did. Rockbiter says, yeah, no Fossey or whoever, just good all. Thank you. Same here. Andrew says, I squish your head. It's actually, I'm crushing your head. Crush you, crush you. That, I was telling my girl about this when we were watching it. Being that, you know, there wasn't many channels back then, and, you know, pretty much everybody watched the same thing. The Kids in the Hall came out, I'm going to say the summer of either 90 or 89 or whatever it was, and the first day of school, I remember walking into the, let's just say the gym. I think it was the gym. And you could hear like 50 people going, I'm crushing your head, I'm crushing your head. It was awesome. Cupie loves the Kids in the Hall. Awesome. Wait, what time is it, by the way? Ooh, I'm running a little late here. Do I have anything else? Oh, well, one thing. This is just a quick thing. A while back, I wanted to make something out of a Tom and Jerry scene that I remembered seeing, but apparently doesn't exist because I have the like a Chinese box set of every Tom and Jerry episode, and I've gone through it many times. Does anybody remember a scene where, say, Tom was playing the piano, and whatever nonsense happens, and Tom comes up through the piano, it's all broken apart, and he has piano key teeth hanging out like that because it apparently does not exist. And I thought maybe it was like Bugs Bunny or something. I still couldn't find it. I did find a cartoon with something similar, but it definitely wasn't the same. So yeah, if anybody remembers a Tom and Jerry episode where he had piano key teeth hanging out like that, please let me know, because it's driving me nuts. That I probably confabulated it. I like your videos, Rockbiter, so nonsense to that. Scapegoat Skunk says they are both right in my reality. Goodall and Fosse, no. Pardon me. Korrie, exactly. Rockbiter, you shut your mouth. I love your vids. You said it better than I did. QP says, in my world, Fosse was the gorilla girl and Goodall was the chimp girl. That's how I remember. That's what it is here. Pretty sure, anyway. Last time I checked. Oh, shit. Yep. Oh, wait. Okay, that's back to the Wicked talk. And the rest for the Wicked. Which apparently I'm wrong. What the fuck? Korrie says, wiki, wiki, wacky, wiki. I don't know what the hell you're on about, but I like it. Haven't had a cigarette in 5 seconds. Oh, DJ skills, okay. I'm taking QP, Korrie, because we're the only ones that remember Weary. No, my neighbor isn't Asian, but, someone going on and on about, ah shit, min sung locked door. That probably sounds pretty crazy. Your balls stink. I used to have so much fun doing that. Used to get into a lot of shenanigans at that job, because we didn't really have bosses bothering us at all. We would just like go out, do whatever job we had to do, and hang out a lot of the time. And yeah, I could tell you some stories, but I'm almost out of time, so. Ooh, interesting. River Swip says orangutan not spelled correct. Much bigger than chimps, monkeys. Yep. Yeah, it's really orangutan. It's very annoying. Ooh, wait a minute. Vanessa, Texas says, didn't the Tang commercials also use a monkey? I don't remember that, but that's something to look out for. Whoa, what's this? River Swift says, my school was screaming, blood makes the grass grow. Huh, That's a weird one. I don't know what that really means, but it sounds interesting. Shit, now I don't know what I said, because someone's saying I remember that episode. What episode? That's what happens when you have no brain. Goddess says Fosse and Goodall are backwards to me. I didn't even know of Fosse, so that's interesting to hear. I thought she was just like a made-up character out of nowhere. Goddess seems to like my your balls stink thing. Ha ha ha. Okay. Again, I'm sorry. I would usually have some music playing for you while I'm reading, but check email. Okay, I'll check my email. Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. I remember that. And then he said, I actually watched a little bit of one somewhat recently. It's not that good, but it was hilarious when I was a kid, that's for sure. But, you know, kids are easily amused. Oh, Poppy's here? What's up, Poppy? Tests were all good today? Finally good news. That's awesome. I don't know what you were tested for, but that's always good to hear. Bye, Patrick. Oh, I guess Patrick's going to be on any second now, so bye, Johnner or Joner. Okay, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. So I guess I best get off. I don't think that's it anyway. You know the drill. Here comes people. You know the drill. Love you, and go fuck yourself. Bye.